Being set apart as one of God's chosen ones is a deep and often misunderstood calling. It means being selected for a higher purpose, walking a unique path that not everyone can understand. While this calling brings enormous blessings, it also comes with challenges, such as the need to distance oneself from crowds. The chosen often feel out of place in large gatherings, not because they consider themselves superior to others, but because their spirit is sensitive to the energies around them and to the anointing that rests upon their lives. This sensitivity requires a level of protection that many cannot comprehend. This separation is not about isolation, but about preservation. God's chosen are often called into seasons of solitude, where they can grow spiritually, hear God's voice more clearly, and prepare for the mission that has been given to them. Being surrounded by many people can dilute this divine connection, as the noise, distractions, and influences of the world can confuse the mind and weaken the spirit, making it difficult to stay aligned with God's will. The chosen are like finely tuned instruments, requiring quiet to fully resonate with divine guidance. Crowds bring various energies, diverse opinions, and sometimes even spiritual attacks that can disturb the peace God has planted within you. This is why many chosen find comfort in moments of silence with God, where their hearts can calm and their minds can focus on hearing His voice. It is not about rejecting other people, but recognizing that not everyone carries the same spiritual weight or understands the journey you are on. The chosen must always be vigilant, preserving their peace and prioritizing their relationship with God above all else. If you feel uncomfortable in large groups or constantly seek solitude, know that this is not a weakness. In fact, it is God's way of keeping you close to Him, refining you for a greater work that is to come. These moments of separation are essential for spiritual growth. It is during these periods of quiet that you can hear divine guidance more clearly. The world may be full of distractions, but when you withdraw and seek silence, your connection with God strengthens, and you begin to understand more deeply the plans He has for your life. Solitude, in this context, is not isolation, it is preparation. God is shaping you, transforming your life for something that requires this introspection and time alone with Him. Often, external influences can dilute this connection, making it harder to maintain. That is why God, in His wisdom, often calls the chosen into these periods of withdrawal. Being surrounded by many people, even with good intentions, can weaken your ability to discern God's voice amidst the noise. This call to solitude, therefore, is an invitation to draw closer to God and to His purposes for your life. Those who are chosen often carry a unique energy, something that cannot be ignored when they are present. This intensity is both a blessing and a burden. It attracts attention, but it can also push people away. The chosen often feel a mixture of isolation and loneliness, even in the midst of crowds. This happens because the mission that God has placed in their hearts is different, and not everyone can understand the depth of this journey. The energy that the chosen ones emanate can be intense, creating an invisible barrier. People are drawn to this light, but can also feel intimidated because this presence often challenges their own insecurities and internal shadows. Being chosen may seem like a grand thing, but the reality is that this journey is lonely and full of challenges. If you have felt a calling in your heart, a pull towards something greater, this may be a sign that you are on the right path. Life may not provide a clear map, but God places clues and signs along your journey. These signs often manifest as an internal feeling, a soft voice guiding you towards your destiny. If you have ever felt drawn to something special, you might be one of the chosen, and the weight of that responsibility is something you are learning to carry. Authenticity is the compass of the chosen one. You can easily identify sincerity in the people around you. because this same truth is what you value in yourself. You do not settle for superficialities, always seeking a deeper meaning in everything you do. And though life brings challenges, you always emerge stronger on the other side. This ability to overcome difficulties is one of the signs that there is something greater reserved for you. Your light is like a beacon in the darkness, guiding and helping others to find their way. Being chosen is not just about having charisma or a strong personality. It is about having a special energy, something that goes beyond what words can describe. This energy not only illuminates the path for others, but also provokes intense reactions. For some, being near a chosen one is a transformative experience. For others, it can awaken deep fears and insecurities. This happens because your presence, without effort, reflects the truth that people hide from themselves, and this can be uncomfortable for many. Why do the chosen walk alone? Often, the presence of a chosen one acts as a mirror, reflecting the flaws and weaknesses of the people around them. This can cause them to distance themselves, even when they are in your company. Your powerful energy can isolate you because you see and feel things that many prefer to ignore. This is one of the hardest challenges that the chosen ones face. Although they long for deep connections, the intensity of their essence can push people away, making them feel uncomfortable or exposed. But this isolation is not a punishment. In fact, it offers the opportunity to cultivate inner peace and connect more deeply with God. Being surrounded by superficialities can distract and prevent you from fully living your purpose. In silence, in solitude, you find the space to be who you really are, without needing to fit into standards or expectations that do not resonate with your true essence. The chosen may feel lonely, but they also find strength in this journey. Instead of feeling lost, many use this time to develop their skills, receive divine revelations, and prepare for the work that is to come. Although it is a lonely path, it is full of opportunities for spiritual growth and self-discovery. For many, the light you carry is a mixture of fascination and fear. People are drawn to your energy, but at the same time are surprised by the emotional intensity that this connection provokes. It is not just a physical escape, but also a desire to avoid the inner confrontation that your presence awakens. It is as if you, without making an effort, reflect the truth that people hide from themselves, and this can be uncomfortable for many. This dynamic creates a lonely existence for many chosen ones. People seek them out, but also tend to avoid what is unsettling for them. You may desire deep and authentic connections, but frequently encounter resistance because the intensity of your presence challenges conventions and exposes truths that not everyone is ready to face. This solitary path of the chosen is, in fact, a journey of deep self-discovery. By distancing yourself from crowds and external distractions, you create space to dive deeper into your truth and to hear God's voice with clarity. Silence becomes a place of refuge where you can process your experiences, understand your emotions, and align your life with the divine purpose entrusted to you. Solitude is often where the greatest spiritual insights happen, revealing wisdom that can transform not only your life, but also those around you. However, finding this inner peace can be challenging. Sometimes loneliness brings an echo of emptiness, a longing for true connections, but it is precisely in this space that you learn to value your own company. The acceptance of who you are, without the need for external validation, is one of the greatest blessings a chosen one can achieve. And by embracing this silence, you grow stronger, becoming more and more in tune with the mission that God has for you. The journey of the chosen is also marked by a constant search for authenticity. Not settling for the superficial means that your interactions must be meaningful. This is why you often feel the need to distance yourself from trivial conversations or relationships that offer no depth. Your soul craves genuine connections, and although these are rare, you know it is worth waiting for those who truly understand you and share your vision. This search for authenticity can lead to moments of frustration, especially when you try to connect with people who are not on the same spiritual level. Often, your efforts are misunderstood, and people may not understand what you are truly trying to express. This can make you feel even more isolated. But it is important to remember that this feeling of not belonging is a sign that you are on the right path. The chosen ones were never called to follow the crowd, but to walk a unique and special path. Despite the loneliness you may feel, there is hidden beauty in this journey. Moments of solitude are not just an escape from the world, but an opportunity for a deeper connection with God. During these periods, you draw even closer to your true essence, learning to hear divine guidance clearly and to trust the plans He has for your life. The chosen one does not walk alone because they are lost, but because they are being prepared for something greater. True connections, though rare, are extremely valuable. You will find people who share your depth, your spiritual vision, and these will be the connections that truly matter. With these people, you can be who you really are, without having to hide your light or dilute your intensity. These relationships become a source of strength, where you can share your experiences, exchange wisdom, and grow spiritually alongside others who understand your journey. Moreover, being chosen means having a profound impact on people's lives, even if you do not immediately realize it. Your presence illuminates, reveals truths, and challenges those around you to reflect on their own lives. This intensity is one of the reasons many are drawn to you, but at the same time, scared. It is not easy to face the truth, and the light you carry often exposes areas of people's lives that they prefer to keep hidden. And as much as this creates discomfort, it is also part of your purpose: to bring to light what needs healing, what needs transformation. This light you carry is not just for yourself. Your path is not just about you, but about guiding others as well. You become a source of inspiration for those who are willing to look beyond the superficialities and seek something deeper. Although this journey is lonely at many moments, it is also full of opportunities to impact lives in ways you may never imagine. Being chosen is a delicate balance between the desire for connection and the need for solitude. You long for people who truly understand you, but you also know that your mission requires periods of silence and introspection. The key is finding the balance between these two realities, embracing moments of solitude to grow spiritually, and being open to the connections God brings into your life when the time is right. The chosen one carries a powerful energy, an inner strength that transcends the ordinary. People perceive this intensity, often without knowing exactly how to explain it. It awakens curiosity and admiration, but it can also generate discomfort. When you are present, people around you feel that there is something different about you, a depth, a silent wisdom that seems ancient, as if you have walked long spiritual paths. And this perception, although often attractive, can also be intimidating. This happens because the presence of a chosen one often challenges conventions and exposes truths that others prefer to keep hidden. It is not something you do intentionally, but your very existence is already a mirror to the world around you. This can cause people to withdraw, seeking to return to the comfort of superficiality, where they do not have to confront their own flaws and insecurities. However, this is the role of a chosen one, to bring light to areas where there is darkness, even if it causes discomfort for many. This ability to provoke deep reflections in others is one of the reasons why the chosen ones tend to walk alone. Not because they want to, but because their energy is so intense that only those who are ready to face their own truths can truly connect with them. And while this may seem like a burden, it is also an essential part of their mission. You were called to awaken consciousness, to be a force of transformation in the world, and this responsibility often requires periods of solitude and introspection. But while loneliness is a natural part of this journey, the chosen also find comfort and strength in their connection with God. It is in solitude that you hear the divine voice most clearly, where you find peace and purpose. When the world around you seems noisy and confusing, silence becomes your ally, allowing you to align with the spiritual calling you have received. And in these moments of introspection, you strengthen yourself for the battles to come, both internal and external. The chosen one's path is not without challenges. In fact, it is marked by trials that test your faith, your commitment, and your perseverance. But it is precisely in these difficulties that you grow, develop, and become stronger. Each obstacle you face is an opportunity to deepen your connection with God and reaffirm your purpose. And as you emerge stronger from each challenge, you come closer to the destiny that has been reserved for you. This inner strength is not something you carry just for yourself. Your journey impacts the world around you. People may not fully understand what you carry, but they are touched by your presence, by your light. And even though you often feel misunderstood or isolated, know that your work is being done, that your light is transforming lives, even when there is no immediate recognition. Besides spiritual strength, the chosen also develop a deep sense of discernment. Over time, you learn to identify what truly matters and to distinguish what is genuine from what is superficial. This discernment is a gift from God, an essential tool for navigating the world's challenges. In a world full of distractions and illusions, this ability to see the truth becomes one of the chosen's greatest weapons. It allows you to keep your focus on what is important, ignoring the voices that try to divert you from your path. With this clarity, you become more selective about whom you share your energy with. Not everyone is ready for the depth you carry, and that is why the chosen often choose to surround themselves with only a few trusted people. These few are those who truly understand what you are going through, those who are also on a spiritual journey and share the same values. With these people, you find the space to be authentic, to express your true essence without needing to hide your light. This small circle of trust becomes a place of rest and renewal. Although the journey of a chosen one is often solitary, these moments of true connection are extremely valuable. They offer you the opportunity to share your experiences, to listen and be heard, and to grow along with those who truly understand your journey. On the other hand, you also learn that not everyone is ready for the intensity you carry. Many may be drawn to your light, but at the same time, feel uncomfortable with what it reveals about them. This creates a curious dynamic where you are both sought after and avoided. People want to be near you, but when they get close, they may feel the weight of what this connection brings. It is not a personal rejection, but a reflection of many people's inability to deal with the truth you carry. This mixture of attraction and fear is one of the reasons why many chosen walk a lonely path. You long for deep connections, but you also understand that not everyone can walk beside you, and that is okay. God places the right people in your path at the right time. In the meantime, the moments of solitude are not empty, but an opportunity to grow spiritually and prepare for the next phases of your journey. The challenge, then, is not to try to fit into the world around you, but to accept that you have been called for something different. The beauty of your journey lies precisely in the fact that it is unique, shaped specifically for you. And by embracing this truth, you will find the inner peace that so many seek, but few find. The solitary path of the chosen is, in many ways, a journey of preparation. With each step you take in your walk, there is an internal transformation happening. God is shaping your character, strengthening your faith, and preparing you for the challenges that will come. Solitude, therefore, is not just a time of silence, but a time of growth. It is in the quiet that you learn to fully trust in God, to hear His voice, and to receive the wisdom necessary to fulfill your mission. Those who are called by God to be chosen often go through moments of trial, and while these trials may be difficult, they are also opportunities for spiritual growth. Every battle you face, every difficulty you overcome, is preparing you for something greater. God uses these moments to refine you, like gold purified in fire. Sometimes, it may feel like the weight is too great, but it is in these moments that you must remember that God never places something in your path that you cannot bear. The isolation you may feel is in fact a gift. It is in this time that God is speaking to you, teaching you lessons that you would not learn in the midst of the world's hustle and distractions. And by embracing these periods of solitude, you become stronger, more prepared, and more attuned to the divine purpose that has been entrusted to you. The chosen ones also learn that not everyone is ready for the intensity of their journey. Many may approach you, drawn by your light, but end up retreating when they realize what that light reveals. Your presence exposes truths that many prefer to keep hidden, and this can cause discomfort. But do not let this discourage you. Understand that your role is not to please everyone, but to fulfill the mission that God has placed in your heart. This discernment is an invaluable gift. It allows you to recognize who is truly by your side, who shares your vision, and is willing to walk with you. And at the same time, it protects you from those who could divert you from your journey. You begin to realize that it is not necessary to surround yourself with many people, but with those few who truly understand and respect your spiritual walk. The intensity you carry is a sign that God is working deeply in your life. He is preparing you for greater things, for a purpose that you may not yet fully understand, but that is being revealed with each step. And as you walk this path, you can trust that everything that is happening in your life is happening for a reason, and that God is guiding every move. Another reason why the chosen often walk alone is the search for a greater purpose. You feel a flame inside you, a fire that burns in your heart and guides you towards a destiny that goes beyond the ordinary. Engaging in activities or relationships that are not aligned with this purpose may seem like a waste of time and energy. This is why you tend to gravitate towards solitude, where you can reflect, meditate, and align your life with the spiritual calling you have received. It is in these moments of introspection that you find clarity. Solitude offers you the opportunity to disconnect from the world's noise and focus on hearing God's guidance, and it is in this silence that you receive the revelations, answers, and direction you need to continue your walk. Although it is a lonely journey, it is also full of moments of personal and spiritual discovery. As challenging as it may be, this path brings great rewards. With each step, you come closer to your essence, to your truth, and you become a reflection of divine light in the world. And even if the world does not fully understand what you are experiencing, you know that your mission is greater than any external approval. To navigate this journey of solitude successfully, the chosen adopt strategies that help them maintain their strength and purpose. One of the most powerful of these strategies is self-acceptance. Learning to recognize and value the unique qualities that God has placed in you is essential. Through introspection and spiritual practices like meditation, you begin to see your intensity and depth as gifts, not as burdens. This process of acceptance strengthens you, allowing you to face the world without losing sight of who you truly are. Moreover, the chosen begin to actively seek out those who share their vision and values. While these connections are rare, they exist. Finding your tribe, those few individuals who truly understand you, becomes a valuable search. These relationships are precious because they allow you to share your journey with people who support you and understand the depth of your mission. Online forums, spiritual groups, and even casual encounters can be opportunities to find these kindred souls. In this small but significant circle, you can be authentic. You can share your struggles, your victories, and your deepest reflections without fear of being misunderstood. These moments of true connection are what sustain your soul, providing you with the strength needed to continue your solitary but glorious journey. Throughout your walk as a chosen one, remember that every moment of solitude, every feeling of not belonging, is an essential part of God's plan for your life. Being chosen means carrying a greater responsibility, a mission that many around you will not understand. But this should not discourage you. On the contrary, it is precisely this isolation and depth that make you fit to fulfill a divine purpose that few can even imagine. One concrete thing you can do is start noticing the small signs around you. When you feel uncomfortable in certain situations or among some people, this may be a clear sign that God is calling you to separate from the crowd and focus more on what truly matters. These moments of discomfort are not obstacles, but opportunities. It is in this silence that you will find the answers, the clarity you seek. When the world's noise fades away, you will begin to see more clearly the direction that God has charted for you. Another important point is that you begin to value more the moments of introspection and solitude as times of preparation. Use these moments to strengthen yourself spiritually, to align your thoughts and life with God's will. Meditation, prayer, or simply the act of listening to your own inner voice, guided by God, can be a powerful practice. Solitude is not a state of weakness, but a fertile ground for spiritual growth and the revelation of the greater purpose that God has for your life. If there is something practical you can start doing today, it is this. Instead of constantly seeking the company of others to fill the voids, seek to strengthen your connection with God in these quiet moments. Every minute you spend in silence, in prayer, or reflecting is another step towards the divine mission that has been assigned to you. This is the time for you to sharpen your skills, strengthen your faith, and prepare for the greater challenges that are to come. Remember also that being chosen means being a light in a world that often prefers darkness. The light you carry is not only meant to illuminate your path, but also to guide others who are still lost. You may not realize it immediately, but your presence, your words, and your actions are impacting the lives of many people around you. Your ability to see beyond the superficial, to feel the deeper truths of life, is a gift you must embrace with confidence. If you feel challenged by circumstances or by isolation, remember that God is using these moments to shape you. He is forging you for something greater. Do not rush. Do not compare yourself. And above all, trust the process. God will never stop guiding your steps, even when you feel alone. Your journey, though unique, is filled with purpose and meaning. So now is the time for you to act concretely. If you identified with this message and feel that you are chosen, that you have within you a greater mission, share your experience. Write in the comments, "I am chosen, and I am ready to walk the path that God has prepared for me." By doing this, you will be declaring your faith, strengthening your spiritual walk, and inspiring others who are also seeking clarity in their own journeys. Additionally, subscribe to the channel to continue receiving messages that will nourish your soul and strengthen you in your walk as a chosen one. Here, you are part of a community of people who, like you, are dedicating themselves to fully living the purpose that God has placed in their hearts. This is a solitary journey, but you are not alone. Together, we can support, encourage, and illuminate the world with divine truth. Remember, your light is unique and powerful. The world needs it. With every step you take towards your mission, you are helping to transform lives. Never underestimate the impact your walk can have on others. God is with you every step of the way, and He will guide you where you need to go. Comment, subscribe, and be part of this journey of faith and purpose.